Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Milton. Rolling to his left. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Milton now to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 10. Back to throw. Milton. And that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. To throw is Milton. That's to the tight end, Wiley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Wiley from a yard out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second and 7. Now it's Herbert. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Herbert back to the air. And this one finds McConkey. There they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrell Dodson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here comes third down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pick.
Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. That's complete left side to Gray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He gets this to Hampton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll work inside here. Hampton. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So from the 37, here's a second down and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Herbert now. He's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now Milton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Milton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Throwing is Milton. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw, it's Milton. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Milton. That's complete to Pearsall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Here's Milton now to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They complete it to Hill. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Milton. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left is Davis. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Operating from the gun, Milton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the gun on third down, Milton. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Milton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So, for the Chargers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.